Goeiedag. Ons begin in hierdie les met die proses skryf. Wanneer jy jou kreatiewe skryfwerk doen, there is a certain process that you have to follow to do proper creative writing. In the senior grades for grade 10 to 12, this is your paper 3. And you have to remember it counts the most marks out of your 3 different papers that you will be writing at the end of each year. For the senior phase, you are writing it as part of your assessments, and it is very important that you start learning this process now so that when you get to 10 to 12, you have the vocabulary, you have the process, and everything is just smooth sailing going from there. So let's have a look at the different concepts. What do I have to do proper creative writing? The most important thing is om te lees. Lees gereeld Afrikaans om jou woordeskat uit te brei. You have to read Afrikaans on a regular basis to enhance your vocabulary. So in the junior grades, this is where you're going to start doing this on a daily basis. Oefen deur die jaar verskillende skryftekste. So take different texts and practice them during the course of the year. This will also help you with your sentence structure, word order, grammar usage, and things like that. Reg, when you are in the exam and you get your paper, you're going to use your reading time, jou leestyd, om die vraestel goed deur te gaan. So you're going to read through the whole paper and make sure that you go through all the topics. You always get choices. Jy kry keuses. Soos wat jy kyk na die keuses, merk jy die vraag wat jy gaan antwoord. You mark the questions that you are going to do. Gebruik jou tyd sinvol. Always look at the amount of time that you have available for this paper, and also then at the words that you have to write and the marks that this thing is, and that is how you will allocate the time that you spend on this. Jy begin met vrae wat jy ken. So start with questions that you know. If there's something that you are uncertain of, then you can rather go back to that, but start with the things that you know. That will also give you peace and calm so that you don't get anxious while writing this paper. Very important. Skryf netjies en leesbaar. Neatly and legible. Remember, when teachers are marking this paper, it's a lot of writing, it's a lot of papers, it's a lot of marking. So you have to write neatly and legibly, because otherwise they're just not going to go to the trouble of trying to figure out what it is that you were trying to say. So always make sure that your work is neat. Reg. So let's jump into this process. The first step is pre-skryf. So before you start writing your final copy, you are going to do your planning. And before I carry on, please learn these headings. There's 3 of them. It's your beplanning, eerste poging, and finale poging. You have to have these headings at the top of your page so that they can clearly see what they are dealing with. Right. So the first step of your beplanning is where you are going to do mind maps, kopkaarte. Noem ons dit in Afrikaans. So eerstens gaan jy kyk, wat is die doel van die teks? What is the purpose of this text? What are they asking me to do? What type of text, in other words, am I writing? En vir wie skryf jy? Who are you writing to? For example, is it formal or is it informal? Right, and then specifically with the type, you are going to look at your format. Reg. The next step is waar jy jou hoofgedagtes en ondersteunende idees gaan sit. So this is where you're going to put your main ideas and then the supporting ideas. And these will make up your paragraphs as you go along to do your writing. Reg, because remember each paragraph consists of a main idea in the first sentence, and for the rest of it, it's all supporting evidence almost, supporting what you have said in your first sentence. The third step for your planning is rangskik in 'n logiese volgorde. Reg. So you have to put your information in a logical order. For example, when you are writing an essay, you can't jump around in your content. You have to follow a logical order. Reg. So dit is wat jy eers gaan doen before you start your actual writing. The second step is jou konsep. You are now creating the concept of your final product. En dit is jou eerste poging. This is going to be your second heading. Reg. Van die kopkaart skryf jy nou jou eerste poging. So now you are going to use this mind map that you created. You are going to put it in a logical order. And you are going to start writing your paragraphs, where in your mind map you only made bullet points perhaps, or you just used keywords. You are now building these into proper sentences and proper paragraphs. Reg. Maak seker die teks maak sin. Your text has to make sense. Right. People have to understand what you are trying to say. You're going to make use of letterlike en figuurlike taalgebruik. So you are going to use both of those in your writing. And I cannot stress this enough. Skryf in paragrawe. Any text that you write, whether it's an essay, a long or a short transactional text, you will always have paragraphs, depending on the format, but there will always be different paragraphs. Right. And then lastly, let op die formaat van die teks. Each different text has a very specific format, and this is, it stands out on the rubric as well that you get marked on, that you have to use the correct format. If you do, you already have half your marks. Right, so the format is very important. Reg. Part of your eerste poging is then proeflees en redigering. This is where you are going to start editing. Remember, you started off with your mind map. Now you have a written out eerste poging in your different paragraphs. Now you're going to go back, you're going to proofread, edit, and fix your mistakes. What are you going to look at? You're going to focus on the following things. Woordkeuses, did I use the correct word? Sinstrukture, is my sentence fine? And that of course links directly to woordorde. Do I have the correct word order? And you know what, don't be shy. Write old stompie on your paper. It just makes it so much easier for you when you get to the editing part. Gedagtes moenie herhaal word nie. So sometimes you are writing something and you don't have enough words. And then what some people tend to do is go back and start repeating things through their text. Don't do that. Be very careful. Rather put it in a completely different way, or use a different main idea to build a new paragraph, but do not repeat yourself through your text. Reg. Jy gaan kyk na jou leestekens, your punctuation, spelling, very important. And here, I'm just going to make a note for you because this is extremely important. Know English. All right. If you do not know the Afrikaans word, you make one up. All right? It's much better than writing the English word, because without that word, the sentence is not going to make any sense. So you're all very creative, make up another Afrikaans word. Reg, jy gaan kyk na jou taalgebruik. Are you using the correct register and grammar? Jy gaan veranderinge maak op hierdie eerste poging. In other words, it will look a little bit like this page here, where you are making your notes and you saying, no, that shouldn't have been that, it should have been something else. So this is the only place where you are going to make any changes on what you have written. Nie te lang sinne nie. Try not to write too long sentences. They tend to become clumsy, and this is where you're going to start using incorrect grammar and you may lose marks. Reg, en dan soos ons reeds gesê het, paragrawe, always in paragraphs, jy het jou kernsin met jou main idea en dan jou ondersteunende gedagtes, your supportive ideas. At the end of this presentation, I've put a controllelys, a control list for you that we will run through quickly at the end of this, that you can use to check yourself once you have done your editing. Reg. So now you get to your finale poging, and this will be your third heading. Now the most important thing about your finale poging, geen foute nie. En hierdie geen foute beteken nie taalfoute of woordordefoute nie. If you fixed your mistakes on your eerste poging, this means, did you scratch out on your final copy? Or did you draw a line through a word and write a new word? Or maybe took out a whole paragraph because you had too many words. You cannot do that on your final copy. It has to be neat and tidy, no mistakes. Once again, netjies en leesbaar. Merk dit duidelik as die finale poging. Goed, maak it very clearly as your finale poging. So you will have at the top of the page finale poging, and for example, it will say vraag 3.1 en jy sal die titel hê van wat jy skryf, and then you are going to have your text. Reg. Once you are done, as jy klaar is, only once you have finished writing your final copy, you are going to draw a line, trek 'n streep deur alle beplanning. So once you are done writing your final copy, you're going to draw a line through your planning and through your eerste poging so that your finale poging stands out as the final copy that the teacher is going to mark. And then, of course, the aantal woorde. Each text has its own amount of words, and it is important that you write aantal woorde at the bottom of your writing. Reg. Let's quickly have a look at the controlelys. This one says opstel, which is an essay, but it also counts for your transactional writing. Reg. So this is what you are going to look at before you do your final copy. Het jy die doel bereik? Did you reach the purpose? Is the message clear? Right? So, did you write about what they asked you? Inleiding, liggaam, en 'n slot. Any piece of writing that you do has an introduction, a body, and then your conclusion. Right. We'll talk about the body when we do the one about the essays, so you can refer to the next lesson as far as that is concerned. Elke paragraaf het 'n kern of 'n hoofgedagte, so your first sentence has the main idea. Die inleidende paragraaf is treffend. In other words, when you start your writing, do you immediately catch the reader's attention? Die slotparagraaf is treffend en sluit aan by die inleidingsparagraaf. You will always refer to your introduction in your conclusion because this ties everything into a nice unit. Reg. Sinne korrek gebou, no sentence mistakes, no word order mistakes. Taalstrukture en konvensies word korrek gebruik. Did you use the correct grammar? Hoofletters en punctuasie is jou leestekens punctuation and capital letters. Die eerste poging is geredigeer. You edited your eerste poging. En dan die finale poging is netjies en leesbaar oorgeskryf. Did you rewrite this into the final copy where you made no mistakes and it's neatly written? Reg. Please pause this video on the control list so that you can go through it and understand each one of these so that you know what to do when you are editing your writing. Dankie.